Hey, what's up, man? You know who it is. Jay Jody, the para Sonny, the one and only LL Cool Jody to your girl. You know what it is, man. That's right. Just keep hunting in the building. I'm in the building. Revenge Club Breakers in the building. All season, baby. What's up? Me deciding to rap was in 1997 when my pops played me a Tupac cassette. It was Me Against the World. My life changed. It was the first time I heard that kind of music ever, and I decided this is what I want to do because all I knew was R&B, ballads, uh, Guaido house music, and you know what I mean, like just but more R&B than anything. So when I heard Tupac, it was over. And then started recording when I was 16, but then professionally, being in the game and everything, that's 2015, when we were part of Ambitious. So yeah, man, that's just how it started for me. That's the story. I would go do a crazy song with Sade on the hook and another verse and the bridge. And I would start off the song with something like that with a fire verse. But I would do that. I'll probably do a couple of songs with her. Like Sade is actually, it's a group, but it's also Sade herself, Ish, man, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Even, in fact, when I do ad libs on like melodic songs, my inspiration or in my mind I have, what would Sade do type of stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll put Sade on that. Not no rapper, man. These rappers, bro, sometimes. I think I've evolved because I've always been a student. I've always played music, listened with a technical ear. I've listened with feeling. I've listened critically. I've listened however I need to listen to become the type of recording artist I want to be, because I want to be a professional. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be doing this for vibes. For me, it's not vibes. Of course, there's vibes in there, but I just want to be the best. I remember there was a time when artists, that was the main thing to be. Not, I want to pop off. It was, I want to be the greatest. So now things have switched up. It's like, I want to pop off and then maybe become a great artist because I've popped off or whatever. I don't know. But for me, because I was listening technically, I was listening with feeling, and I was studying the greats, and I was studying why they do what they do. And I found myself also from, referencing. I was like, okay, what would, this great artist in my mind do on this kind of beat? And I would just kind of reference that, but I would put my character there. And somehow I found myself in doing that. And it became, that thing of, okay, when you stay in the gym, of course you're gonna put on some muscle. So that's what I did. I stayed in the gym, man. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be now, right? And where I'm going will be determined by the work I put in now, of course. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just playing my part right now. I'm being present. I don't overthink about the future because that's gonna give me anxiety. I don't think about the past and be like, I should have done that, or man, remember when I did this, that I'm just trying to be as present as possible so I can just, take in this moment, create this era, mark this era, because I feel like also that's what artists don't want to do anymore. They don't want to mark an era, For example, how does somebody mark an era? Kanye West, for example, right? He was wearing those shades where there's no glass, it's just literally plastic there. And everybody started wearing that. That's an era. He marked an era. So I'm just trying to create a world around myself, around the Jay Jody brand. I'm just trying to create a universal community, and that also will help me mark an era. So I'm just being present, bro. I'm just doing that, and I'll see what happens. Open with that. So yeah. If I tell you now what I would say, I'd be lying, because I would go on stage, I would see all the people, I would have the accolade in my hand, and something else would happen to me. I work a lot on feeling. I work a lot on what's happening at that moment. I don't really like to plan too much anymore, because sometimes that's how you breed a lot of disappointment, you know. So I don't know, but I would say Pitori Fitili, understand? Understand? So yeah, I don't know, but I would thank everybody, man. I would thank my family. I would thank, you know, mostly the investors, the fans, you know, because, you know, we call them investors because you pretty much investing your time, your money, your everything into making us become, you know, what we want to be, what we see in our heads. So I would do that. I would thank the fans and stuff like that, but I would put on Pitori, wait, Tilanti. That's a dope question. You know why? Because in fact, let me put it like this. I didn't even want to be a rapper. I wanted to be Usher, dog. I wanted to be like Chris Brown or something, but I can't sing. So I you know, it was easier to just, you know. So okay, let me tell you like this. 1997, I heard the rap stuff, right? And I was like, no ways, this is what I want to do. I am 2 podcasts from now. Matter of fact, let me go cut my hair, right? So, and then I grew up, I became a teenager, and I started changing, of course. And then it became that thing, you know, when R&B was really fire, when R&B cats were popping out and everything. And, you know, it was Ushers, there was Chris Browns, there was the Omarions and stuff like that. And also, you know, I was dancing at that time. I was dancing and stuff like that. So I thought if I put this and I put a voice and I find a studio and I record, I'm gone. I'm the next Usher. You know what I mean? So that was me in my head. I wanted to be that. So yeah, I do sing in the shower, brother. You know what I mean? I do sing and I'm hella nice with it out there, man. Somebody should, you know, put a recording something in there. Probably gotta get a Grammy off that. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I do sing in the shower, man. Crazy question, but yeah. I'm an R&B artist in my spirits. I'm an R&B artist. I feel like, first of all, man, I wish y'all would get along with your siblings, first of all. That's the first thing. This is a family business, brother. I'm not nobody's shadow. In fact, you know, bro, like, I would go hella deep with this, but it's as simple as that. You know, I would say to them, get along with your siblings and you'll see what this is about. It's a family business. Go look at them all go look at the Wayans brothers and stuff like that, the Marlins, the Keenan, Ivory Wayans and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Nobody was in anybody's shadow. It was that thing of, yo, you doing your thing on this level, I'm doing my thing on this level, and we always come together. They always made movies together. It was always that type of thing. So I don't know, they don't get it. Maybe it's a lot of broken homes out there or something, you know, like broken families or something. Y'all gotta fix that. I love you. And then you're gonna be alright. But as for me, I love my brothers. Cadence is also pulling up. Y'all gotta watch for that. Cadence is pulling up. We cooking in the studio. We're making sure, you know, when he releases whatever he wants to, like on an official level, it's gonna be top tier. So yeah, man. To the haters, bro, it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with me, bro. I'm gonna have to live in your mind, you know, rent free. I ain't paying nothing. I'm chilling in there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy with a kimono, in fact, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's what I gotta say, man. This is family business, nothing to do about it. It's too late. I'm gonna do it like this, like from the top to the bottom. I think number one would have to be Heaven Can Wait. That's the collaborative album that I have with Reece. Solely because, bro, of we lost our pops in 2020, you know. So it made us come together, you know, and it had been a long time since I hung out with the little bro. So for us to come together, and then I was listening to Triple TM at that time, you know, it was not even out, and he says, yo, we should do a tape. And when he said that, I'm like, nah, we're doing an album, you know. And it was obviously dedicated to my late father. So I think Heaven Can Wait will sit at the top for forever. It's me and my brother, we doing our thing, and we dedicated to someone who was not perfect, but he was a great father anyway, you know what I mean? Because he had these moments, and me growing up, I realized more and more. Like say, hey, it's as I'm fun, I mean, you think you know stuff, and then you grow up, and then you're like, yo, man, Pops was probably, yo, I get it, Pops, you know what I mean? So that's just how it goes, man. Young niggas always got something to say until they grow up and have to face life and face people and face everything and face situations. And then you realize that, you know, your Pops was not perfect. He probably tried in his own way or whatever. But yeah, I put Heaven Can Wait up there. And then I will put my two projects, you know, Sunset Stories and Revenge is Sweet. Sunset Stories being a mixtape. I did something very different. I don't think anybody in SA has ever, you know, touched that kind of sound. It was produced by Sunday Beats, just him, you know. So I went for a certain feeling, I went for a certain sound, and I think whoever received it the way they received it, they get it, you know. The subject matter is always gonna be fire. Revenge is Sweet, you know, I don't know. It's just that thing of, yeah, now I'm coming. I'm pulling up and you're gonna have to deal with me for the longest time. And I'm dropping another EP before the album. And you heard it here first. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm doing, man. Yeah. Hey. Number 3. This is in life, and this is also based on, so I don't want, you know, my niggas be like, oh, you ain't mention me. So this is the list, man. This is the ultimate list. You know what I mean? It's because of what they've done. It's because of what they've contributed to the game. Number 3 is Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? That man, bro. I mean, we had New York, and they were doing all that with the samples and everything, right? It was the East Coast sound, and it was boom bap, right? And then now it became a bit lush, but at the same time gangster with the West Coast sound, with the piano and everything, and then the kicks were just crazy, the snares, whatever. You know what I mean? So Dr. Dre there. Number 2, I have to think about this a little bit. Number 2. I'll come back to number 2, but number 1 is Pharrell Williams. To the point where I made beats when I was producing. I was a producer, for those that don't know. The last song I produced was for Benchmark, featuring Ice Prince Zamani. It was called Why I Say. Shout out to Ice Prince Zamani, man. That was crazy because we had just left the label and nobody wanted to touch us. But when we said, bro, we got the song, he's like, nah, I got you. So shout out to him. But yeah, man, number 1, Pharrell Williams. And that's forever, because that's Pops right there, man. You know, the musicality, the I can do whatever I want, the, you know, being ahead of time. It was just crazy, and just coming with something fresh. So Pharrell Williams, number 1 for me. Number 2, Scott Storch. Yeah, and that's it. I would look at these niggas and be like, first of all, you owe me a verse, nigga. And then I would say, I hope you guys don't forget why you started. I hope you guys are still sticking to the dreams you saw in your head when you were a kid, because that's who you're doing this for. Whatever name you created, you know, that's what you're doing it for. For example, as me, Jay Jody, I will always fight for Poloho's dreams because they were so innocent, they were pure. You know what I mean? But when you grow up, you get in the game, you get jaded, you start seeing what time it is, and then sometimes you conform and you become the game. But I would say just stick to yourself, remember why you started, and if you stop having fun, stop.